Here we go. Friday night Knicks. Salute to Knicks Nation out there. Knicks lose a tough one, 104-102 on the heroics of Jason Tatum's back. CP from KnicksFanTV. My man Jay Ellis from the Nick of Time show. Another tough loss, Jay Ellis. Talk to me, man. Another tough one, bro. What are we going to do, man?
I didn't want to lose this.
Yeah, I didn't want to lose this one, man. And plus we was at the game, the first Boston versus Knicks game on last Saturday.
Yes.
You know, well, I wanted revenge. I want a revenge for everybody, for Mook, for us, for everybody, man. For Frank, you know.
It felt personal. It felt personal, man.
Yeah.
There was like a bunch of storylines underlying the storyline that was Knicks versus Celtics. I really wanted to win this game.
Yeah.
And the first place you can go is, I mean, you can go anywhere, but I'm gonna go Marcus Morris because we've been dogging him.
Yeah. Revenge game for Mook, man. Let's give him credit tonight, man. Let's give him credit tonight. What you think about his game tonight?
Yo, Mook was on his game. 29 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. And the thing about the way Mook did it, right?
Yeah.
Like the Knicks seemed like they were very intentional of getting him going early. Or I don't know if the Knicks were or he was. Because he was ISOing early and it wasn't working. ISO Mook was in the building.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you knew he wanted it too. He was back in his old building. I knew they was going to give him the green light. I knew he was going to take – I knew he was going to try to make this his game. Absolutely, absolutely.
But the thing is, like the same shortcomings – ISO has the same shortcomings Mook has, and what I liked about the way Mook played today was the way he got his shots.
All within the offense.
Yes, through the flow of the offense. Not a lot of dribbles, catch and shoot, quick movements, and it all paid off. Quick threes and drawing fouls, and that's the way we need you to play. If you're going to shoot a lot, at least shoot them when you're open on the catch and shoot and not hold the ball. And it paid off for us tonight. And not only that, he played great defense on Tatum and just great defense in general. He was a beast on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. That's a fact. I think one of the underrated aspects of that loss to the Magic was Mook's defense. And tonight, once again, I thought he played fairly exceptional defense out there. Solid night once again. 29 points, 9 rebounds. Got us the tie, man. What more could you ask for? He got to the line for us. We came back down by 3. About 13 seconds left, I believe it was. RJ comes down the right side of the lane, throws up a runner, just misses it. Nice tip by Randall, who tips it to Knox. Knox with a good court awareness, kicks it out to Mook for the elbow 3. Knocks it down. We were right there, man. Right there. I thought, listen, man, the Tatum shot, Kobe taught him that shot. You know that's a Kobe shot. Kobe taught him that shot. From a defensive standpoint, one-on-one, there's really not much you can do. I know some people said, you should have probably threw Mitch for the double, let Marcus Smart beat you. I hear that.
That's hindsight.
That's hindsight. I'm not sure with that amount of time they would have ran that.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, that's one of those things about those last-second plays. You have a second to make a split decision. Celtics did a good job. They had Kemba as a decoy. They pretty much just had him in the half court just to get Frank out of there. Yeah, and then just go ISO Tatum. And I don't know if RJ watches that much Tatum, but Tatum does that move.
Hey, got to, man. They're former teammates.
I mean, I know
they're former teammates. I mean, not teammates, but you know, our fellow alums.
He wasn't doing that at Duke.
I'm telling you, Kobe taught him that move, man. That's a Black Mamba finish him fatality move. You know what I mean? Kobe taught him that move, man. That's two Blue Devils that got you, RJ. You got to clap back, man. You got to come back and get them, man.
Yeah, man. Definitely got to clap back.
Yeah. Honestly, man, I'm not mad at this one, bro. I'll be honest with you. Well, I've been mad at a lot of the other close losses. Yeah. This is another loss. We're now 1-5 on the season.
Yeah.
I would say 4 out of the 5 losses were fairly close games. They were there for us. You know, they were 50-50 games that with just a little bit more execution we could have had. And hopefully closer down the road in the season, hopefully those turn our way. You know what I mean?
Nah, I hear you. Like this one, I'm not mad because I seen the growth and progression from game to game.
Yeah.
It just hurt.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah, of course I'm hurt. Of course I wanted to win, but
right.
I'm not pissed at their effort. You know what I mean? I'm not pissed at their effort. I thought
Look,
they gave it what they could, man.
even with Julius and his 600 turnovers, I'm not even that mad at
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Because you saw the growth. He saw he took 7 shots.
Seven
Like, he didn't take a
shots.
lot of shots.
Julius dialed it back, man. I think he was hearing the boos from the Magic game and say, you know what, let me get the others involved. Still finished with 5 assists. No, more turnovers. Obviously, you don't want to see that, but yeah, Julius dialed it back and let Mook take the reins tonight.
Exactly. So it's like he made a lot of the right plays. He got a lot of people open shots. We missed a lot of makeable shots. We missed a lot of
That's the problem.
throws.
That's the problem. If we're gonna point at some negatives, first of all, the free throw battle. You just can't win games shooting what they did from the free throw line. Let me pull it up real quick. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Post game live Friday night. Nick CP from KnicksFanTV. My man JL from Nick of Time Show. From the free throw line, we shot. I'm just trying to pull it up. Pardon me, real quick. We were 14 to 21. 14 to 21, 66% from the stripe. For a team that struggles shooting and the team that struggles to score, we gotta get those freebies. Gotta get those freebies, man.
We gotta get those freebies, man. It has to be done.
Yeah,
like we could have won a few of these games just from the free throw line alone.
True indeed. Just from the free throw line alone. You know, Kemba himself made 13. You know, out of 13. You know.
And I don't like harping on the refs that much, but dog, like the refs they were holding their whistles today. What I liked about, because we did a lot of things better. What I liked that we did today was they let a ball handler initiate the offense.
Yeah.
They got the crunch time. Now, granted, RJ called his own number a lot. But I'm still not that mad at it because
I'm not mad at it.
Going to the basket.
And at least you know he's been finishing at this early stage. So I trust it. I trust him. Way better than Julius. I'll tell you that.
Right. Like, even though he was missing them, like, I feel like in a year, he's going to get those calls because he got clobbered.
Yeah, he'll get one
play when somebody landed on top of him.
Yeah. I was disappointed in that one. But he'll get it. It'll definitely come his way. He'll get that call. Speaking of the guards, another storyline tonight was the changing of the lineup. You know, Thursday night we heard it was the same lineup as the Orlando game. We were expecting Wayne Ellington at the starting spot. Friday afternoon, Fizz says, you know what? I've been impressed with the defense from Frank. So let's go with it. What was your thoughts on Frank's outing tonight?
Finally. Like, this is why I was so mad after that Celtics game. Like, it did not make sense for Frank to get a DNP during that first Celtics game.
First one, yeah.
It made zero sense. And today you see why. We were in the game. I'm not gonna say it's because of Frank, but he had his handprint on this game. Like, from the chase down block that was LeBron-ish.
Started the game off, setting the tone.
Yes, to the steal, going into the fast break to Knox for the layup, and then even I was super proud that in his fourth quarter he was getting to his little dribble bag and did like a little isolation dribble, mid-range jump shot, and it went in the clutch time under 5 minutes. Called his own number, so I was very happy from what I saw from Frank tonight.
Yeah, I agree, man. You know, it was so funny from Frank when you saw him do a little shake and bake and hit that little mid range. You just look like a kid that like saw like a pot of gold with his eyes wide open, man. He's still deer in the headlights, like, because you could tell even the possession after that when the Celtics were damn near daring him to make a move, and he had some daylight and he was still like, oh, what should I do with it? What should I do with it? You know what I mean?
It is let him go.
He's got to go. He's just got to go, man. He's got to stop thinking and go, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
and
once he starts getting comfortable with that, it's a wrap.
Yeah. And they asked Fizz again what he thought about his outing, and Fizz once again, the same word every time is confidence. It's confidence. Listen, Kemba scored 30. You know, we won't give Frank a W on that one. They switched a lot though. To be fair, what was your take on the switching? Give me some on the switching.
Like, I have mixed feelings on it. Like, we played good defense overall. Like we kept them by like 100 points, so I can't be super mad at it. But I was upset that we switched so much on Kemba when there was like a big man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't like when Randall or Portis was on Kemba because as good as defense we played, Portis was just being abused.
Yeah. Well, they knew that was a weak link.
Yeah.
You know, they knew that was a weak link, so I don't blame them. That's just good coaching.
So we didn't really get to unleash Frank on Kemba per se.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I don't remember even seeing Frank on Kemba that much. But like maybe 3 plays.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, you know, it seemed like they were making an effort to try to, you know, get Frank, shed Frank off him. When he did catch him that 3.5 minute mark in the fourth, and Kemba caught him with that nasty crossover and caught him for the 3-pointer. You knew he wanted that one, man. You knew Kemba wanted his revenge, and that's just Kemba and being fourth quarter clutch, man. I was like, damn.
Yeah, man.
You knew Kemba wanted that one, man. Knew it.
You definitely knew it.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, listen, I'm okay with Frank's minutes tonight. Again, set the tone defensively on Smart. Move the rock. You know, he caught Mook for another elbow 3.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it was so bad. You know, for the ISO stance tonight, for the ISO hive. What do you think about it? Another DMP for ISO tonight? What's your take on it? We went 8 deep on the rotation tonight. Very short. What was your take on the rotation and no ISO again?
I'll probably shock people with this answer. I'm not pissed off. I'm not pissed off. I understand that some ISO fans are mad, but I'm not pissed off because we were in the game. It was close. You kind of see... I kind of see why Wayne is out there. Even though he was missing, people have to run out to him so quickly that the spacing just kind of opens up for everybody else. So even though he was missing, I kind of see why Fizz is kind of running with Ellington right now. ISO is going to get a shot probably. Fizz talked about giving ISO a shot before the game started, and he didn't come in. But yeah, I'm not super pissed off. Like,
yeah.
If ISO came in the game, I wouldn't have been mad either. I'd be like, all right, cool. ISO's in the game. We'll see what he can do. But I just like the rhythm that we played in.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like we missed shots, but I like the ball movement.
Mm-hmm.
I like the moving out the ball. I like the cutting. I like the whole flow of the game in general. With the exception of minor spots, so I'm not super mad.
I didn't think it was bad. Listen, I understand why Ellington is in the game, as you were. He was somebody that we saw a lot of in the preseason. We knew why. Fizdale likes the fact that he's gonna let it fly from 3. He's a good shooter. You know, he's one of the best shooters on the team. He's a streaky shooter. But Fizz wants a guy that's going to be able to catch and shoot. He wants a guy that's going to be able to get those threes up in transition.
Yeah.
Keep the pace, keep the flow going. And that's what Ellington can do when he's hot.
And another thing that Ellington is doing is he's not like a top-notch defender, but he competes on the defensive end. Like he actually competes and covers somebody else besides his own man.
Yeah.
Now, granted, like there was one move where I don't know what dude's name, the stocky guy with the long hair.
Oh, who are you talking about on Carson Edwards? Carson Edwards.
Yeah, Carson Edwards hit him with the look away, the oldest point guard move in the book. Look away. Oh, I'm not doing anything. Then blow by him and he couldn't recover. But in general, Ellington, he seems like he's trying to show up that defense, and he actually competes on that end.
Yeah,
I feel like that's something that ISO needs to do consistently.
Listen, like I said, I understand it. It doesn't mean that he's better at it. And some nights he's not gonna have it. Ellington is a very streaky shooter.
He's a very streaky.
And Ellington is a very streaky shooter.
Yeah, exactly. Now ISO is more versatile, but we'll see what happens. I don't know what's happening in practice. Maybe he's not passing the ball enough in practice. I don't know what's happening, but I'm thinking ISO is going to get a shot again, but I'm just happy that coach at least picked the direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he only went 8 deep tonight.
He only went 8 deep tonight.
He only went 8 deep tonight. So, He's trying to, trying to cut that down, man.
Yeah.
He's trying to cut that down. What else tonight? We said the free throws, said the lineup, said the switching. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty much it in terms of my takeaways, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Phone lines are up. Go ahead, JLs.
Somebody in my chat's mentioning this, and I've said this before. Why are we not running more pick and rolls with the guards?
That's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question, man.
Frank is, I don't want to say the snake's name, but when the snake was here with Frank was able to kind of, give him some nice little lobs for some dunks.
Yeah.
And Frank was able to do the same thing in FIBA with Rudy Gobert. So, why, instead of Frank dribbling and heading off to the side sometimes, why not just run some pick and roll and, get him doing something familiar? A little bit, just sometimes.
Yeah.
It's not like we're bad at it. We've been pretty good at it.
Yeah.
We've done it.
Well, I think part of the issue is that, with a lot of the, especially the Mitch, if you don't have good shooters out there, these guys aren't really going to commit. They're still packing the paint and clocking that up. So it's hard to have, your role guy and so on moving around when these guys aren't really respecting our shooters.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
And they call me Tax says our big man can't set decent picks, which is also
that's true too.
I said the last show actually.
That's true too. But that that's the shooting issue is also a reason why Portis is playing. Yeah. It's because he can stretch the floor. The funny thing is that as much as the Portis, Morris, and Randall lineups have kind of made us cringe in this early start. Their best lineup from a net rating standpoint, their best lineup has been Alfred, RJ, Portis, Randall, and Morris from both offensive and defensive rating. Funnily enough.
Interesting.
Funnily enough. So we'll see, man. Another tough loss, but we got another one on Sunday against the Kings. Kings are winless. So
yeah, we need this one, man.
We need this one. We need this one, man. But once again, salute to everybody in the chat on this Friday night. Hope you guys got a drink, man. I got my drink. It's a tough one, man. Let's pour one out together. We're gonna get to the phones in a second. Phone lines up. 657-383-1509. If you guys are new in the chat, leave us a hashtag new so we can shout you guys out. Big shout out all the way to the 305, my guy Zoe. No relation to ISO Zoe, but my guy Zoe, Miami Hurricane, sent us a $5 super chat. What's going on, Zoe? Hope you're doing well.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Michael Parker, too. Sent us a super chat.
Yes, sir. Michael Parker sends us a super chat as well. He says, Frank redeemed himself tonight. Hopefully he can springboard from this. Truth be told, Knicks should have won tonight if we hit more free throws. Hit a couple more free throws, J. Ellis.
Yeah,
we could have been right there, man.
Yeah, free throws. We gotta hit those, man. Those are bad. As much as RJ goes to the line, he has to hit them. Even though I think he was 4 for 6 tonight, which is so bad.
True.
Yeah, he was 4 for 6, 66%.
Yeah. We gotta knock those down, man. Gotta knock those down. So salute to Ariel Suarez. He's team #new. Ariel, what's going on, man? All right, let's get to the phones.
Let's do it.
Let's go down to ATL. Doc Ross wants to give his takeaways. Doc, how you feeling, bro?
Yo, what's going on, man? How you doing, CPG Ellis, man?
How you feeling, bro? Long time, man. How you been?
Hey, I've always been watching the show, but I told myself I'm not going to call in for the first 5 calls just because I knew that Knicks fans was going to go crazy. And I knew that, I was like, I got to give him some time to breathe. I knew they was going to be calling for Fizz's head.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I'm going to chill out, relax for a little while. Give him 5 games. But
yeah,
let's get down to it. I was so happy with the overall game because the game had flow. Anybody I've been hearing people the last 4 games complaining about Frank. That was the closest thing we had to a point guard where the offense looked solid that we've had in a while. Right? So let's start with the Frank. And people keep saying, oh, we want ISO, he's scoring. You can't have both worlds, you know what I'm saying? Frank is long, lengthy. He ran the offense good. He played within it. Yeah, he needs to shoot more, blah, blah, blah. But he was the closest thing that we had to look to a point guard. Right? So, and I felt really good about the game. So let's just get that out the way. Next, I wanted to say this a couple of nights ago because I know you guys have been saying it, but RJ's the second coming. We already know that. I love that dude, man. You know what I'm saying?
He's coming.
Got his
He's
jersey
coming.
on the way and everything. So
Absolutely.
nothing you can say about him. But one thing I did that did push me the wrong way, I'm getting tired of Randall, man. The dude is like a turnover machine.
Yeah.
And, like, if it's not Randall, it's the refs. Like, I think our teammates need to call out the refs in one of these post games and be like, look, why y'all not giving us calls? You know what I mean? Because it's ridiculous how RJ could get hit, and then when you touch them, you get ticky-tack fouls, and then all of a sudden it's like foul. I've been watching that the last 5 games, and I'm pissed off. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of that, you know, Kemba gets those calls, man. You know, he's crafty. He knows how to get them, and we're on the road. You know, no excuses for the referees, but RJ's a rookie, man. You already know how that goes, JLs. They never give the rookies calls, man.
End of the game, RJ definitely got fouled a few times going to the hoop. We definitely should have got some fouls. Refs swallowed their whistles, and hopefully he just gets his respect.
Yeah, he'll get
his
it.
Respect, man.
He'll get it. No doubt about it. He'll get it. But yeah, Randall has to tighten up. I think he's still pressing in crunch time. And that's leading to the turnovers. Even when he didn't turn the ball over, he almost turned it over. Like, you know, he's just kind of stumbling and bumbling there. So thankfully Mook was there to kind of be that security blanket for us, and he kept us in the game.
Let me just say this one last point, and I know everybody in the chat gonna kill me on this one, but if we keep with Frank, everybody keep talking about developing Frank. Keep Frank and RJ. I guarantee you they're gonna be a dynamic backcourt. I swear to God, like I felt so good watching this game tonight. All the other games, I'm cursing at the TV, got to kick people out my house and everything because I'm like, yo, man, chill out. I'm mad, right? But this game was actually enjoyable to watch because we actually looked like a functional team. And the backcourt looked functional with RJ and Frank. So that's all I want to say. Yo, guys, keep up the good work.
Appreciate
Don't worry
you, my
about me.
guy,
I'm
Doc.
always listening. I'm always listening, y'all.
Thank
always.
you, bro.
Thank you.
My guy, Doc
Appreciate
Ross,
it,
man, all the way in Atlanta. Yeah, I mean, JL's Frank just he's just gotta, you know, it's all between the ears with him, man.
Yep.
It's between the ears, man. He has to maintain his aggressiveness and just know that, like, listen, it's all right to make a mistake, man, but don't be overpassing it. Like, take that shot. Even when, you know, he had that one play in the fourth where he drove it into the lane. There was nothing there. He found Kev for a nice open three. He didn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
But those are the type of plays you got to be making, man. Like, don't be afraid to force the issue and get aggressive.
I think the more he plays big minutes like tonight, the more comfortable he'll get. Because you saw it in FIBA in certain games where he's just like, yo, if I'm getting the ball, I'm shooting it. He saw that mentality.
Yeah, right.
And I saw a little bit of that today. And I think there's more. There's more. And it might be a blessing in disguise that everything's happening to give him some actual runway to get comfortable before those guys get back. So he doesn't have to, you know, feel pressed once the point guards get back in the rotation. Just play your game.
Yeah, I agree, man. I definitely agree. I just showed and Jay, I'll just slide over to your middle center a little bit. To your left. Just slide to your left a little bit. I just showed a replay of the Tatum shot from a courtside view. He didn't step out of bounds. I know some people in the chat were saying they should have challenged that. Clyde was saying it seemed like he stepped out of bounds. He didn't step out of bounds. He was in. And like I said, Kobe taught him that shot, man. Kobe, that was definitely a Kobe shot. And he cashed it in. You know, tonight, a night like this, when the Celtics were so short-handed, this is a game. I still wanted the game. I'm not mad at the laws, but it's like, damn, like, they were shorthanded. They didn't have Jaylen Brown. They didn't have, you know, bum-ass Canis keeps running from us. You know, they weren't at full strength. But it's like, listen, good teams find a way to win. Bad teams find a way to lose.
Hey, if they had Cannon, we might have been better off.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe Julius would have went off a little bit more.
Exactly. He would have hit 45.
Factuals. Let me shout out before we get to the phone. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Let me shout out Tony S. He says #new. It says Brian Saunders, Charlton, West Virginia. What's going on? He said his family's from Brooklyn. So salute to Brooklyn in the building. Put your cities in the chat, man. We see Brooklyn in here, Tony S. But let's see where you guys are checking in from. Throw your cities in the chat, and so we can shout you guys out. Somebody said trade for CP. I don't know if that's me or if that's Chris Paul. I don't know. I'm gonna go with me, man. I'm gonna go with me.
You're gonna go with you. You available?
I'm gonna go with me, man. We got.
You can call up. You going to Westchester?
Hey, I'll go, man. I'll go wherever I need to go, man. Westchester don't matter, bro. London in the building. We got London in the building. Shout out Hospi and Enigma. Connecticut, Brick City, Newark. We got BX Bronx.
Okay.
Who you got in your chats, man?
We got Jersey in here, Perth Amboys Jersey.
Okay.
Justin, I see you, Justin.
Yeah, man. Shout out my guy Viv in the building. Viv repping Queens and Jersey. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool, man. Let's go to the Bronx. He's the president of the Frank Ntilikina fan club. I think Max is gonna have a positive tone tonight. I just have a feeling, JL. Max, how you feeling?
Really? What makes you think that?
Oh, CPJL is good.
How you feeling,
What
bro?
up, man?
I'm good. Listen, Frank is what I always thought he was. First of all, the defense the last two games has been incredible.
Yeah.
Remember,
Hey, give credit where credit is due,
listen,
man. The defense has been pretty good.
No, CP.
Yeah,
Incredible.
Incredible. It's been incredible. But Frank changes the whole outlook of the team because he's the most unselfish player on the team. I think all the players like to play with Frank, honestly, because I think they value all the little things he does. But I think Fizdale, I was happy with the game, but I wasn't because why are you switching so much? Leave Frank on Kemba. You know Kemba don't want that. You know he don't like it. So why you keep switching Randall and Portis? It's like either a foul or a bucket. It's either one or the other.
And in the third quarter, they were abusing Portis in the third quarter. They went on a 9-0 run. They kept driving on him. He was the weak link. Once Mitch went out with the hand injury and Portis was in there, and that's why you didn't see him come back in the clutch.
Yeah, I would have switched everybody but Frank, Kemba. Frank can actually fight over screens.
Yeah, they were abusing Portis in that third quarter, and it got out of hand. Luckily, Mitch came back in the fourth, and that's when the defense turned back up.
Yeah, so I don't know why Fizdale wanted to do that strategy. It made no sense as usual. Now, for the ISO lovers, I agree with them actually. And I'm not the biggest ISO guy because I think when he gets going with the points, he forgets about team basketball. But if Ellington is not hitting threes on a consecutive basis, you put ISO in or dot in and let them do what they do because ISO is hard to guard. But the only problem with ISO is you have to be a team player. You know what I'm saying? You have to be a team player. But your boy Randall, his turnovers are like the worst. It's like me and you playing basketball. Yeah. Almost. That's how bad his turnovers are.
Yeah, he's crumbling in the crunch time. He's crumbling
when the turnovers are about to happen. You can predict it. So I think they need to do something with him. Randall, I understand we gave you $60 million, but Playboy, you got to relax. You got to pass the ball. Stop with this bully ball nonsense. You're costing us games, man. And what's with the free throws, too?
Free throws are killing us, bro. Free throws are killing us, man. Killing us. Absolutely killing us.
It was a good game. It was a good game.
Yeah. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Appreciate the call, Max, man. Have a good weekend, bro. Call back Sunday, man.
All right. You too.
Appreciate it, man. Got to make those free throws, JLs.
Definitely got to make those free throws, man.
You got to make them. Go ahead.
And Mitch, too. Mitch. I need to tell for Mitch, man. Mitch is my guy. The first quarter, they were leaving you open. 15-footers. I see you
mid-range Mitch, man. Let it fly.
I've seen you practice them. I've seen you practice these little dribble pull-ups.
Let it fly, Mitch.
You there by the foul line. You shoot 80-something, I think 84% from the foul line, and they leaving you open in the mid-range. Pull up,
You got to pull up, baby. You got to let it fly, Mitch, man. You got to let it fly. When he went down with the hand injury, I said, oh, here we go, man. He's just Marcus Camby 2.0 to me, man. And, that's my guy. Mitch is my guy. Of course. And I didn't know he was going to make it back. But when he made it back, they kept us in the game. Him and Frank kept us in the game. There was that one sequence where Mitch threw Kemba shit, threw him to the ground. RJ pushes it up, got it to Frank in transition. I was hyped, you know what I mean? And
Let's
Yeah,
go.
man. Yeah, but just wasn't meant to be for us tonight, man.
Yeah,
Well, it wasn't meant to be for us, man.
Overall, though, good. It was a great, entertaining game.
Yeah, it was.
And
Went back and forth. Several lead changes, at least 24 lead changes. It was crazy.
yeah, and I had to listen to the bum ass Boston.
Oh, you had the Boston feed?
Yeah, I had the Boston feed today.
Oh man, and their commentators are OD Boston, bro. So you gotta like
OD Boston.
OD Boston accent, man. It's crazy.
But they were actually surprised by the Knicks and their poise and the way RJ was playing and the team as a whole. They were totally taken off guard by
on the road
playing. Yeah,
on the road, no less, man.
Yeah, so that was interesting to see somebody else give us compliments, especially Boston.
Yeah. The rebounding numbers are once again up there, 51 up there again. The boards are not a problem. I don't know if that's a fact of us missing plenty shots, but
that's definitely what it was. Yeah. Because the first 2 quarters,
16 offensive rebounds.
The first 2 quarters, CP, I feel like our game plan was to miss shots so we can go get it.
stat pad like Brody.
Because that's all we would do. We was bricking everything in sight, and then we would just bully ball them on the boards. I think by the third quarter, I think we had 13 offensive rebounds to 3 by the third quarter.
Yeah,
like, it was that. And then we shot like what 30.
I believe it was 36%. Yeah, 36.8. 36.8% we shot.
So yeah, we was breaking them, boy. We was building another garden over there.
Yeah, we gotta knock those down, man. Like I said, if we're not making them, we gotta make our free throws, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Let me keep going through my city check-ins. We got Stafford Don, my brethren, checking in from Fort Lauderdale. Nick P checking in Meredith, North New Hampshire. Let's see some wild ones. Brisbane, Australia, fight evil. Cheers. Steven Gutierrez always checking in from North Korea. Somehow he manages to get internet out there, so salute to him.
All right.
We got Sakari from Toronto, international heavy. Somebody from Malaysia. Sayamhi Hazik checking in from Malaysia. Jay Ellis, I think we cross off another country on our list. Yeah, Malaysia's in here heavy, man. Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, man. Okay.
All right.
Where else? We got Andrew Kolodziej from Warsaw, Poland. Salute to Poland in here.
I see House Flan.
Yeah, man.
Santa Clarita, by the way, of Southside Queens.
Okay. He switched it up on us. Jamal Simpson checking in from Iraq. Okay.
Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah, man. We global out here, man. Somebody said Afghanistan. I think somebody was stationed out there in Afghanistan. So salute to you. We got Ryan Simiu checking in from France. Apple fanboy up in Buffalo. Randy Tillman, Huntington, everybody from Long Island. Shout out to you guys. That's my home. Locksman calling in from Rikers Island.
Wow.
See if he got some phone time. He said he was on the line. I don't see him. I don't see him in the switchboard. If he is, we got to get to him quick because he might be running out of minutes.
Yeah.
His commissary might be running low.
That's the flag.
Commissary might be running low, man.
If they closing Rikers Island, not to get political.
Yeah, they are. I don't know where Locksman going to go, man. He need to find a home.
That's a fact.
Akil from Brooklyn, what's going on, bro?
Man, how y'all doing tonight, man?
Joe, man, how you feeling, bro?
Oh, man, bro, I'm tired of the moral victories, man. But you know what, man? Still got mad games to play in the season, so, it's whatever, yo.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to talk about, my son, RJ looks nice, man. Like, he didn't really have the best game, but he still looks good. And, watching the game, man, with Morris, it's like every time he touches the ball, it's like, was this dude about to ISO and throw up a brick, or is he about to hit a crazy shot? You know, like, it could go either way with him,
He was definitely in his Dollar Tree mellow bag tonight, but hey, it worked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Facts. Yo, but it's like, man, well, you can look at the game and you already know, man, it's the f***ers that's killing us. And this dude, Randall, like, he's passing the ball off the double, which is nice. But it's like, every time he touches the ball, it's like, the bully ball, man. Like, it's driving me crazy. The turnovers are insane, son. Yeah. And then Frank smoking layups. It's like, close game, man. It's just, it's frustrating, man. And you can only just have hope that, we're progressing every game that goes on. But still at the same time, it's like, come on, man. Like y'all got to get the continuity, bro. Like we got to win some games, man.
Gotta get it, man.
It only makes it more difficult. It only makes it more difficult on the season when you lose all these games in the beginning, you know. And granted, I mean, we do have a tough schedule, you know. Like our schedule is mad tough. It's not easy. We got the Kings coming up though, so hopefully we can get a dub right there.
Appreciate the call, man. The thing is that is the problem. JL said the schedule's not getting any easier.
Yeah.
So when I see people like, oh, what do you expect? As far as Knicks fans being mad about the losing, they're like, what do you expect? This was a 30-win team. This is what we expected. I expect that when they're in these close game situations, that they can win a few. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we get washed, we get washed. But like for those games where it's like the Spurs game, the Nets game, we got to pull those out. Some of those you can't win them all, but some.
That's the thing. I didn't expect to win these games where they have proven finishers on their teams. I generally don't expect a team who just came together to finish off a team like the Spurs with Popovich and Aldridge.
Yeah.
Or, Kemba Walker or the Celtics if it's close. I feel like to beat those teams, we have to beat them because we're not used to being in close games yet.
True.
Now, the game, like even I kind of felt like we could have got that game in Brooklyn, though, even though they have a closer in Kyrie. I just felt like we just had enough.
We had a sizable enough lead. We were up by about 4 or 5 down the stretch.
Because it's not like they have like a full team in my eyes still. I feel like it's like Kyrie and them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's just and them. So that's the only game I felt like, we could have win that one.
Yeah.
Like outright. But it's in due time, man. It seems like we're building. I feel like we're at least gonna pull one off with the Celtics when we meet them next. We seem like we're getting there.
Don't make it no easier, man. That's all I'm saying, man. Don't make it no easier. Randy Tillman said, "Who's our closer?" That's a good question. We don't have one right now. Maybe it's Mook Morris. At this point, or maybe it'll be RJ sometimes. But we just don't have we just don't have that closer yet.
Exactly. We by committee right now. We're gonna have to groom RJ to kind of be the ball handler closer, and then hopefully Mike Morris hits some big shots, or we can get Randall on the move. Mm-hmm. But it's going to be a learning curve, man.
True story. Let's go to New Haven, Connecticut. JJ, how you feeling, bro?
Good, how are you guys?
Good. What's going on, man?
Hello?
Yep.
All right, I just want to talk about our defensive scheme. Like, every time they do a pick and roll, we just put Randall on the guard, and we just let him score.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing with Julius is that, he got exposed, but he's not the worst in terms of keeping the guards in front of him. You know what I mean, and defending on the court. He's not terrible. Tonight may be, but overall, I don't think it's necessarily a terrible strategy.
Yeah, but Julius has the foot speed.
Like, I don't know if
with
that's
a lot of those guards.
Fizdale's defensive scheme.
Yeah. Yeah, no, listen, the pick and roll defense has always been their Achilles heel. We seen, obviously, the Nets ran it a bunch. They exploited us on it. Celtics run it a bunch for Kemba, and they got us on it, too. So, we'll see. We'll see what adjustments Fizdale has to make there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you guys think it'd be better if we go small and have Knox go switch off that instead of Portis? Because Portis was just getting killed every time Kemba was on him. I swear, like, Kemba's 33 points was like 30 on Bobby Portis and Randall.
Absolutely.
Portis is going to get exposed whether it's on a big or small. He's not a good defender. He's got them cannon feet on the defensive end. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's why you got to hope he's scoring and he's splashing threes, or else he's useless for you.
Yeah, man. I don't know what to do with Portis, man.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, man. All right, man. Take it easy, bro. Let's go to Australia, Jay Ellis. My man Carlos checking in.
All right.
Carlos, cheers, mate. What's going on, bro? Uh-oh. Did Carlos... Is Carlos calling from like a calling card or something? Carlos, man, what are you... It sounds like he's in like a candlelight dinner or something right now, Jay. What's going on?
Interrupting something?
I don't... Yeah. Yo, Carlos, man, whatever you doing, bro, come back to us, man.
All right.
Kev from Maryland. What's up, Kev?
You setting the mood for the post game.
Yeah. I don't know what that was about, bro. He put us on hold, JL. How you?
He did.
You know what I mean? That's how those Aussies roll, man. He put us on hold.
He put us on hold. I think we had to press 4.
You know what I mean? I guess I was doing something wrong on that one. Nah, those Australians, man. They got some damn nerve, man. Kev, what's going on, bro?
Hey, what's up? What's up, CPJ Ellis?
How you feeling, man?
Yo, what up, man?
Look, how y'all doing, man? Hey, funny, Jay Ellis, you was talking about the offense the other night. Don't you still see them doing the exact same plays again? Like, the execution down the stretch is still kind of weird with the pick and the pop, especially if whoever's missing, it's always like 4 or 5 out. And it's like not enough pick and roll. I'm like, why they don't go back to the pick and roll that worked in the Chicago game?
Yeah, I feel, you know what, though?
Especially if you're going to let Randall handle the ball as much as he's been handling it.
You know what? I do feel like, I agree with you. They did a lot of singing stuff. But I do like how at the end of this game, they did have RJ handle the ball more. And even that last play when Randall kind of went to the hole and blew that layup for the N1, that was kind of off of like a Randall RJ action when you kind of have to pick your poison. So I do like that the Knicks are kind of doing a little bit of that this game at the end, but we still need more plays for just the regular play to play for the last 44 minutes.
Yeah,
correct. Right.
Go ahead, bro.
And then also on the defensive schemes, when I was saying the switches, it's like they don't fight through the screens. Do you see them getting stuck that much where it's going to be a drop off? Like
it's really only Frank that's fighting. It's really only Frank that's really fighting like that.
Yeah,
you know,
I feel like they should have switched everything but Kemba. If Frank is your best pick and roll defender and he's able to get through these picks consistently, let Frank fight through those picks on Kemba and switch on everything else.
Agreed. I agree on that.
Last point on ISO.
Mm-hmm.
If the offense bogging down, why y'all think he's not getting any time? I mean, he can't do what Wayne Ellington is doing. And I take my ass off the air, y'all.
I appreciate it. Listen, man, it's complicated. I don't know. Listen, I'm Team ISO. You guys know that ISO's my guy. I wanted to see him in the Orlando series when the offense truly was terrible. We scored 3 points within the last 8 minutes of the Orlando game. So clearly, his offense was certainly needed. We couldn't score at all. We finished that game scoring in the 80s. This is 2019, Jay Ellis. You know what I mean? These guys really want to be the 90s Knicks with
90s
the type of
basketball.
offense. Yeah, 90s Knicks is back, man. 90s Knicks is definitely back. But listen, like we said, I understand why Ellington is in the game. Now, he went 3 for 10 from downtown tonight. Obviously, that's not good. We only went 8 deep, so there was certainly room for ISO's minutes out there. I don't know. I think eventually he will get his chance. I think he will get his chance. Ellington had 24 minutes tonight. Maybe cut that in half. You can let ISO get in there and see what he could do.
Yeah, definitely. Because here's the thing. I'm not comfortable with ISO running point guard because of the flow. There was a semi-flow today with RJ, and so it's like, okay, you have to come in for shooting guard. And like you said, if Wayne Ellington is missing, then bring in ISO.
If he's missing, bring him in. But they want extra possessions, JLs.
Yeah.
They want to get those shots up early in the shot clock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They want to keep that pace up. Ellington is that guy where if he's on, that's where his strengths are.
Yeah, he's checking off things on his list that the coach wants. The coach wants to shoot quick shots. When you shoot the 3 quickly when you're open.
Right.
And move the ball. And I think ISO does those 2 things. Shoot quicker threes and move the ball, then he might get a chance to actually play more. And and play defense as well. Play team defense. Don't just guard your man, but play team defense.
I agree. And like I said, if he doesn't have it, I'm all for it. Throw ISO in the game. If Ellington doesn't have it, throw ISO in the game. I did tell you Jay Ellis that Dot was going to be the last one out. The odd man out. I told you Dotson was going to be the odd man out so far.
Yeah.
And it's playing out that way in the early season. Unfortunately. I'm Team Dot, you're Team Dot. You know.
That's my guy too.
Yeah. I hear you, man. I hear you. Shout out Gotta Be Legend checking in for Costa Rica. What's going on? Gotta Be. All right, let's go back to Carlos, man. He put us on hold earlier, Jay Ellis. I wasn't sure what that was about. He says he's back, man. Carlos from Australia, what's going on, bro?
Hey, CP, Jay Ellis, how are you guys?
Cheers, man. How you feeling, though?
I'm a bit sad, but I was mad the first 5 minutes after the game, and then a bit sad after. But what are you going to do? There are some things that we have to work on, but there are some also good things to think about. The only thing is how do a team with 14 offensive rebounds against 2 loses the game? Well, it's easy. It's the free throws.
Yeah.
66%, man. That can't happen. You got to fix that.
Definitely.
Yeah, when you're a team struggling to score, when you're a team struggling to shoot 36 points, 36%, you got to make your free throws, man. But we just don't have good free throw shooters. We knew RJ wasn't. Randall has been iffy.
Yeah.
When DSJ comes back, he's not going to get any better. Alfred, same way. These are the guys that are going to be getting to the paint the most. Mitch, you got to knock down your free throws, man. Got to knock down your free throws.
It's funny because I'm more confident in Mitch hitting free throws than.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
All right.
I'm telling you, man.
Well, I know you guys got more calls to do, but RJ, I love RJ, man. This is such a great pick. Hopefully, we can turn him to something even greater.
Hopefully,
so all the best to you guys. Thank you. Keep doing your work.
Cheers, Carlos. Enjoy the day, man. Thanks for calling back, man, and clarifying. He had to clarify the situation.
Definitely had to clarify.
Yeah, we had the elevator music going on. I was a little confused, Jails, but that's all I got, man. That's all I got.
Yo, definitely. It's funny. RJ did not shoot well. 29%.
Yeah, he didn't. He didn't shoot well. He didn't shoot well, but he was much more. He was active out there.
Yeah.
He didn't shoot well at all. I thought Kev gave us some pretty decent minutes, all things considered, man. You know, he shot, what'd he shoot? 5 for 12 tonight, but he had some timely buckets.
Yeah.
He had some timely buckets in that fourth quarter, or was it the third, that I thought, again, kept us in the game.
Yeah, and I felt like he was a little bit active when he was in the game, too, with doesn't he look like he had a big read? No, I guess it was the timing. I seen him get his hands on some rebounds when the game mattered, and timely.
And some good drives.
Some good drives, too. A nice drive pass from Frank. And even a nice drive tip the contact.
Yep.
Where's the foul ref? None,
Yep.
but it didn't matter because Knox was like, yo, I'm hitting this anyway. He's definitely gotten stronger and it's showing right now.
True story, man. Mooka was 8 for 11 from the line. Julius 2 for 3. RJ 4 for 6. Mitch 0 for 1. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't terrible. Maybe just untimely. They were just untimely misses when we needed to try to get back into the game.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. In general, we missed a lot of easy ones. Yeah. We missed a lot around the roll in and out. And that's been kind of the theme for this stretch as well. And we missed a lot of buckets around the basket.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's going to hurt us, man. It's going to hurt us. Shout out to Taylor Haley checking in from Wisconsin, Jay Ellis.
Hey, what up?
The Cheese State, home of the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you guys, whatever you guys do out there. Fight Evil says, Julius enjoys a nice fish sandwich. That's a nice comment for a Friday night. Okay. Derek Cooper, Julius does not need to bring the ball up anymore. Okay, New York guy. Shout out New York guy. Esco the realist is not a Fisdale fan. He says, fire him before it's too late. Exclamation point. In caps. All caps, Shales.
He doesn't see the progress.
Yeah, he says save the shit, bro.
He said, all right, 6 games in, we're gone.
Factuals, man. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys on a Friday night. It was a tough loss, but we will bounce back and avenge ourselves. Hit those thumbs up button. Please support. Please share this video, man. If you guys are on Twitter, if you guys are on Facebook, just share this video out there. It doesn't matter who's a Knicks fan, who's a whatever fan. Just share this video. Be like, yo, listen, these are our guys. CPJ Ellis, Nick of Time Show, KnicksFanTV, #1 show for the fans, by the fans. You already know. And, just hit that share button for us. Hit that subscribe button and hit that thumbs up, man.
Word.
All right, let's go to I see some new joint. Ooh, Matty G from New Mexico.
Okay.
Sounds spicy. What's going on, man?
Yo, happy Friday night, Knicks, guys. No Robert Randolph.
No Robert Randolph. Get rid of that song anyway, man. I got a new song for them. Get rid of that's bad luck anyway, man. We haven't won a Friday night Knicks in like 3 years. Get rid of that song.
You're right. What's the last Friday night?
Get me and Jay Ellis on the remix, man. Get me and Jay Ellis on the remix.
Does anything say that you're more out of touch than having Robert Randolph do that theme song for so long?
Get him out of there, man. He's Dolan's friend. That's why he's still around. You know Dolan's loyal, man. He's Dolan's friend.
But I digress. Listen, guys, I'm here to preach some positivity tonight.
Mm-hmm.
After that punch in the gut, that punch in the gut that I heard over the radio from Tatum, I had a moment of clarity.
Mm-hmm.
And my delusions of grandeur are no more.
Oh wow!
My expectations for this early season, much like yours, were not rooted in reality, my friends.
What were your
This is a growth year. I wanted some W's in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I did not want
to start 1-5.
Yeah.
You know, like we've been in this abusive relationship for so long, fellas, that like we're just not rooted in reality as far as like our expectations. And you can see it like with Julius Randle, right? If you guys remember when Patrick Ewing started to emerge, he had to adjust to double teams as well.
Mm-hmm.
And man, we are here for the ride of Julius Randle adjusting to double teams, and it's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly for a while, and I just hope that he can grow through it, because I remember I was living in L.A. and when he was a rookie and first came into the league, I don't know if you guys remember, but he was like a bull in a china shop in the paint.
Yep.
He was an absolute mess.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw him on New Orleans last year with Anthony Davis, I was like, who is this guy? I barely recognized him. Because he was able to evolve, he was able to get better. So when I look at this young season and I preach patience, and I see the way Frank just gets better and better with his minutes, and the way that RJ is playing, and the way Knox is getting better, now I understand why the pundits said, "Why did you bring in these vets?" But I also see that the vets are important because Morris is going to keep them in line. So if we can continue to play hard, and not give up because of these L's, we're going to get a lot better as a team moving forward.
Okay. Well said, man. Keep it, hold it down for us in New Mexico, man. I wouldn't imagine there's a lot of Knicks fans out there in New Mexico, bro.
Yeah, me neither. I'm
Yeah,
not.
when are you going to... Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you were asking, when are we going to do what? Like a live on location?
Yes.
What do you guys do out there in New Mexico? Like, you guys got like dirt bikes or something? Like, what do you guys do?
Well, bro, I'm originally from Long Island. I grew up in Wantagh.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Right down the street from me.
My wife's family is from New Mexico. We met in L.A. and I came out here, and it's like a whole nother world out here, bro. You know how far your money can go in New Mexico?
Yeah, I'm sure, man. Well, yeah, hold it down, man. If we make it out there, we'll hit you up, bro. Thanks for the call, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. You're killing it, man, and salute to everybody in the chat and Knicks Fan Nation.
Yes, sir. Matty G, the Wantagh native, holding it down in New Mexico, Jay Ellis.
NYN in New Mexico. I was not expecting that call to end that positive. I didn't.
Yeah, well, he's out there in New Mexico. You know what I mean? That's it. All makes sense. It all makes sense, man.
That's an extra dough to spend over there.
Trust me. If he was still in Long Island, there'd be a lot of F-bombs, a lot of everything out there. Trust me, man. He'd be tight. He'd be tight, man. Let's go to Ari. Ari from Manhattan. What's going on, bro?
Strap up.
Yeah.
Yo, what's going on, guys? I mean, listen, we're if it wasn't for Bobby Portis's 28 points, Anthony Davis type performance, we're 0-6, and everybody's talking about moral victories. Again, another moral victory. I'm not mad at this loss. Oh, it's no big deal. I mean, like, the guy was right who just called in before. He's like, Knicks fans have these crazy expectations, and I remember on the day of free agency when I kind of went on like a little crazy, right? And I said that, you know, this was a whole, and everyone was like laughing at me, clowning at me, saying, "Oh, we had a successful off season. What are you talking about? B+ off season. We brought in this." I was like, this team's not going to win more than 26 games. People aren't going to know their roles. People on one-year deals playing for themselves, a whole new team. They have to integrate a whole new offense with guys that all deserve to play, and it results in your best offensive player sitting on the bench again for no reason. There's absolutely no reason why Alonzo Trier should not be getting Wayne Ellington's minutes. Wayne Ellington is garbage, okay? Garbage. He hit 3 threes in a row, scored 9 points in Brooklyn, and everyone's like, oh, Wayne Ellington acting like he's Kyle Korver or something like that. Like, Isozo is way better than Wayne Ellington, all right? And, you know, listen, everyone can hate on Fizz, and listen, I do think Fizz is a moron, but it starts at the top. Everyone forgets why we got Fizz. Ninja P, who should no longer be called Ninja P anymore, should be called like Baby P.
He's coming at you, JLs.
Hired I still Ninja P.
Wait. Yo, he hired a coach who he knew that had good relationships with players. Like Ninja P brought in Fizdale not to coach, but basically to attract free agents. Then when he couldn't attract free agents, you know, that's what he was. He's a player's coach. He was brought in to bring in free agents, not to do the X's and O's. So, you know, when that whole free agency thing went down and we didn't get anybody, right? And now we have a glut of players that, you know, all deserve to play a little bit, but then, you know, it's just a mess. And I remember everyone was clowning me, saying I was crazy for saying, oh, we're going to be playoff contention 8 seed. No, we're like 0-6. Julius Randle's terrible. Someone get that guy out of New York right now, and let's get a point guard, fire Fizdale, and let's. I mean, what are we gonna do? That's what I think. So I don't know why. I don't think it's a moral victory. I think today was bad.
Go ahead, Charles. Go ahead,
man. First and foremost, Ninja P t-shirts on sale right now. I'll put the link in my chat so you can get that right now. Ninja P's not dead.
Yeah, we got Dennis Smith Jr. for Kristaps Porzingis. That's what Ninja P did for us.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna give. First of all, my expectations is I've always said 30 games.
Yeah, I did. I said 30 games as well. I said 30 as well. But it doesn't make it any easier, JLs. He's still want to win these games.
We're on pace to win like 15.
I've always said,
right?
Listen, I've always said, listen, we got cap space, we got picks, and we still have our young pieces. We're gonna wait for these guys to develop. You see, we have RJ Barrett, so even as terrible as we were last year, it was worth it because you got freaking RJ Barrett.
It's just one key in it's just one cog in the wheel, man. That's it. You know what I mean, Ari? It's tough. It's tough to look at it as granular as we do.
Mm-hmm.
But because we do this every night, but in the grand scheme of things, it's just one part of the process. And you gotta trust it, man. I hate taking Philly's line, but you gotta trust it. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Now if we end of the year comes, we have 20 games, then I'll be there with you.
Right.
But I'm not there. I'm not there yet. I'm not even close to there
yet. That's it, man. So, you know, we just gotta hang in there, man. Hang in there. I think as Matty G said, I'm gonna take a page out of Matty G's book. We gotta give these guys some time to grow. Hopefully, with all these pains, these growing pains, things will come along. Might come along later, But hopefully it does. Maybe it comes after January, after that crazy stretch, because we're about to go through the meat grinder starting mid-November straight through for the next 2 months after that. But, hopefully he cools down after that. Hey, the Warriors ain't going to be that good.
The Warriors might be in tank mode.
Warriors won't be that good. That might be a game you could check off. I don't know. Probably not, bro. We couldn't even beat this Boston team looking like this, man. It's tough.
Yeah, man. Listen, man, you took some steps today. We're just gonna hope it carries on. We beat Sacramento. We built some momentum, and we start to run off a few games in a row. That's really what it is.
Another thing, back to Matty G's point, when he was talking about how Julius was more composed last year. I mean, hey, maybe that was playing with Drew Holiday, man.
Dude, yeah, like it's a completely
different situation. You had Drew Holiday, you had Alfred. You didn't have to, you could play your role.
Yeah, like a lot of his buckets were on the move, somebody giving him the ball, and not as much responsibility. This is completely different ball game.
Yeah,
completely different. Like he's being asked to be an isolation player full time. That's not what he was doing.
Right. I still haven't seen that play where they run him off the screen from the corner and catch him in space. Have you seen that?
No.
I haven't seen that play.
I've seen it for RJ.
I've seen it for RJ. But I haven't seen that play. And the Pelicans ran that for Julius Randle a ton of times. They would set the screen, have him roll from the corner, come around, catch it in space, and make a move.
And you see how, like, he's very limber and adaptable and adjustable in midair. He's able to kind of do that stuff on the fly. And we haven't really played to his strength yet.
Yeah. I'm surprised.
We're asking him just to ISO. So, I mean, in that regard, when he always talking about Fizz X's and O's, I think we all kind of saying that right now.
Yeah,
we all kind of saying like, let's add more places to play, but let's add more places to play. We'll see what happens. I've seen a wrinkle or two, but I want to see a lot more wrinkles.
Yeah, a lot more wrinkles, a lot more wrinkles indeed, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Where do we want to go here? Salute to Henry Perez in the chat. Kevin Tucker's in here. See a lot of new people, man. Dennis P looks new, 421. Sammy Soso in here. He's not new. Taylor's not new. Shout out all my mods. TM, KnicksFanTV, Dave, Alex, Collins, Keith Sinclair. Who you want to shout out, JLs?
Man, they call me Tag Man. Shout out to you. Thanks for sharing.
Tag.
Craig Williams also. Shout out to you. Thanks for sharing on Twitter, holding down. Brian Flood. Master Visionary Professional Joshua Muller.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man, put the whole business in there, like the whole thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. He put the whole tag in there. Okay.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you and Denya King.
Okay. That's what's up, man. Deadly Samaritan, what's going on? Somebody said Fizz got sent by Miami. Superface says we are fizzling out.
I don't know why that made me laugh.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I call that one out, man. I don't know, man. We are fizzling out. Yeah, it would seem so, man. All right, let's go. My man Viv been waiting for a minute. Viv, what's good, bro?
What's going on, CP? What's going on, JS? How are you?
How you feeling,
man?
What's
going on, man?
Look, man, unlike some of these callers, I'm just not. I'm good with this game. I saw a lot of things that I think that we can build off of. So I'm not as disappointed with this loss. I think when it comes down to a shot like Tatum hit, I mean, what more can you ask for?
Can't do much. I mean, what do you think? I mean, Viv, what do you think about people saying, "Oh, well, they should have ran Mitch towards him and try to double him in the corner, trap him in the corner."
Yeah, but it's possible. But again, it's a last possession play, and I thought it was defended pretty well in my opinion. So it's almost like a 50-50 decision. You got to live with the outcome, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it was all right. But look, I think you can take a lot of positives from the game. I think, the first off, we had pretty good ball movement. I would say 22 assists on 37 made buckets. Can't go wrong with that.
Right.
Yeah, that's been shooting badly.
Shooting badly, indeed.
Yeah, exactly. And, of the 13 turnovers we had, I think Randall had 6 of them. So the fact that we were able to limit the turnovers outside of Randall, that was pretty good. And obviously the free throws, even though it doesn't look bad, at least we can at least know that, all right, this is where we got to work on eventually. But, look, there's progress. Rotations are a little bit crisper on offense and defense. I thought, I think keeping a tight rotation overall, it's probably better for the team chemistry.
Yeah.
I think the team just moves a little bit better. Obviously, the question everyone's asking is, where do you put Zoe in this equation?
I was just going to ask you.
Look, I feel for Zoe, man. I feel for Zoe. It's tough. But I think that, when Zoe does come into the game, he's going to have to basically, be like a better Wayne Ellington, right?
Yep.
He's got to be the guy who'll be running off of, got to run off screens, and shoot. So I don't know what we're seeing. Look, I mean, there could be a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that we don't know about. But,
True.
Maybe that's not what they're seeing because, clearly that's not in the rotation, right? So, But look, Wayne Ellington, like everybody said, if he's not hitting buckets, you're in a bad position, right? So he's either hitting buckets or he's doing nothing. I mean, he has 3 assists, but he's basically like a boomer bust type of player.
Yeah, that's it.
And the last thing I would give credit, I was gonna say last thing I'll give credit to Fizz here. He was trying to separate the Morris Randall pairing. Because everyone was talking the last 2 games. I mean, that pairing is not a good pairing. Mm-hmm. They're playing a ton of minutes together. Mm-hmm. So, he made efforts to separate it. And I think even if you put Portis and Randall together, it's not as bad as they playing Morris and Randall.
It's been pretty good. I mean, from what we've seen statistically, that the Morris, the Portis Randall pairing has been pretty good. As having a big act that can stretch the floor for us.
Mm-hmm.
It has. I think the problem with the Morris Randall one is that both of them have a bulldog mentality, and they're just literally trying to basically bulldoze their way into the paint.
Alpha dog.
Yep. And that's just really messing up everything. And I mean, Randall's getting his assists, but none of his assists look that crisp as what it did last year.
Yeah.
He's not getting the flex cuts. Those things are not there. So maybe it'll take time, but if they can separate that too, and maybe it helps Mitch. Because Mitch is doing all right, but he's not having the same level of an impact that he has.
He's not impacting the game like he was last year, for sure. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, but those are my thoughts overall. We kept the game competitive. It was better than the last time we faced Boston. So, what more can we ask for?
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, Viv. Appreciate it, man. Good call, bro. Have a good weekend, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for the call.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what were you gonna say, JLs?
I was gonna say, it seemed like I think Fizz is trying to work on that spacing thing too because he had moved Randall to the 5 a lot of times. Mm-hmm. Towards the end of the game, and I think it kind of helped. I mean, you're kind of hoping he can keep up defensively, which we still actually did okay, but the spacing was there. Morris was able to shoot a lot quicker and less back down, so it looked okay. It looked okay in the 4.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it wasn't bad, man. Somebody gave us a shout out in your chat, man. Shout out to Brian Flood too. But somebody before that was saying they love the show, so shout out to them. I can't see the name.
Yeah, master visionary professional Joshua Moore. How can you forget that name? How can you forget that name, CP?
My man put his first name, last name, business name, email address, and phone number in the username. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. Appreciate the love. Reaper Man in the chat, and shout out to Reaper Man. He came through to the suite event that we had last Saturday. He was asking when the next event is gonna be. The next event is going to be Thursday, November 14th. Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks invade Madison Square Garden. And we're going to be doing a watch party, not at the Garden, but at a bar next door.
Still an event.
Still an event. There will be giveaways and stuff. There will be raffles and donations and all of that. So, yeah, it'll be a good time, man. Come out. Come enjoy it with us. That'll be Thursday, November 14th, 7 o'clock at Penn 6, 132 West 31st Street. Myself, JL, so Nigga Time Show. Our friends, Vivek will be there. You just heard Viv on the phone. He'll definitely be there. Terry and Trey, Knicks Film School, Jonathan Macri, Posting and Toasting, Locked on Knicks. The whole gang, man. Hard Knicks Life, the whole gang is going to be there in the building. And it'll be for a good cause, man. So for all you local guys, come through and join us. It'll be free to get in, no worries. And we'll just watch the game together and have a good vibe.
Facts.
Yeah, man.
Watch this KP beatdown.
Watch this KP beatdown. I hear they're beating the Lakers right now, speaking of beatdown. So I'll try to catch some of that in a little bit. Okay, back to the phones. Let's go to Dallas. Let's go to June. June, how you feeling, man?
Y'all can hear me?
Yep, loud and clear, bro. How you feeling, bro?
I'm good. How y'all doing, man?
Good, man.
It's tough after these losses.
Yeah, it's a tough one, man. What are you going to do, bro? Yo. Yeah, we still here. We're waiting on you, man.
Yeah, we here,
man. All good.
All right. You know what I'm saying? I was going to call and give some positivity, but it seems like everybody's pretty positive about the loss, so it seems like it's all good, man.
Matty G from New Mexico beat you to it, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Last 4 guys are kind of positive, so, you know, my thing is Fizdale. I don't understand it. Did, like, ISO IG his wife or something? I mean, why you got that man on the
That's what you gotta do. You gotta balance. Everybody go positive, you go negative.
Yeah, right.
I'm saying, man, I gotta do something, man. Everybody else was positive, so you know, get to the negative.
He
man.
threw us a curve.
Exactly.
He threw us.
Yeah, you can call Ari back.
1 year guys like that.
Yeah. That's a good question, man, and appreciate the call, Drew. Listen, I think it's early, and I think it's definitely subject to change. One thing we know with Fizz so far is that everything is so. You know how they put the fine print on those ticket sales, like subject to change. That's Fizz's motto. Like everything, there is nothing set in stone, except for like Julius Randle being a starter and RJ. Yep. You know what I mean? Those are like permanents.
Yep.
Everything else is likely to change. So I wouldn't get too crazy about it. But yeah, I want to see ISO get in there. I want to see our young guys finishing the games.
Me too.
You know, yeah. Ellington went 3 for 10 tonight. Ellington went 3 for 10 tonight. So
30%.
Yeah.
You didn't know. I'm no mathematician. But
yeah, not good. not good, man. Let's go to our man Ron Cleveland in the building. What's going on, Ron? Friday night, Ron. What's good, bro?
Man.
Ron, talk to me, man. Spit some facts for us tonight, man. Spit some facts for us tonight, man.
Yeah. Man, this loss tonight, man. I'm sick of these kind of losses, man. And I'm gonna put it at the feet of Fizz, man. I don't understand tonight when. I mean, you look at that defense, man. We was running, man. All that switching mess, man. That's you setting up a failure, man. Because guess what? If I'm a point guard and that's the position I played when I played ball, man. Anytime I had a big man on me, my eyes lit up. You're not gonna check me. I don't care. You may be taller than me, but guess what? Speed kills. Kimber was getting any players he wanted to on that. I mean, he was playing with them.
Yeah, that's wrong. That's the wrong guy to do that against, man. That's the wrong guy to do that against for sure.
You know how many points he had on Frank tonight? I watched that dynamic closely. Only thing I saw where he had on Frank tonight was 3 points, and that was a 3-pointer he shot.
Yeah.
Look at the tape again.
Yeah.
3 points out of about maybe 7 possessions where Frank was guarding him, and they didn't switch him off of him. In that first half, they didn't do as much switching as they did in that second half. I'm looking at that. I'm like, what in the world is Fizz doing? And Bobby Portis, please, we ain't in no moral victories and him giving us his first win of the season crap. Drive him to LaGuardia, man. Drive him to LaGuardia. I'll pay for his ticket. Get him out of New York. I watch that dude playing underlay. He allowing the people to just come through Matador defense.
Yeah, he's the Matador, man.
People to just come to the basket.
He's the Matador, man.
I'm like,
no doubt about
it. Out of here, man.
Who's Matador?
Bobby P. He's,
yeah.
Yeah, he's the
Matador. That's
Matador.
why he ain't playing the fourth. That's why
JLCP, man, we gotta put an indictment on this front office too, man. I keep saying it. I ain't hear nobody else saying it. But this roster they put together is trash. It is absolute trash. You got a bunch of power forwards and all this positionless mess, man. We've been trying to play. I don't care what you're trying to do, but something got to change. And these free throws we missing, hey, you know that's killing us. We need to be practicing that for about 3 hours. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even let them do nothing but
free throws. But free throws.
Before a game. Look at these games. We are the worst free throw shooting team in the league. The worst.
Yeah. It's ugly, man. It's
Take
ugly.
that for data. Take that for data. And get Fizz out of New York, man. Get Fizz out of New York, man. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of Fizz. When I look at Fizz, fellas, man, I'm telling y'all, man, your team take on the identity of your coach. When the game is close, Fizz looks scared. Let's just be real. Fizz don't exude no confidence. Get him out of New York and take that for data, man. And y'all fellas have a good night, man. We gonna lose Sunday too. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that right now.
I hope not, Ron.
We gonna lose
man.
Sunday. We got Fizz at our coach.
I hope not, Ron.
Hey, I'm out on Fizz, man.
Ron, we gotta work on we gotta work
surprised.
on a shirt, man. The chat wants a man T-shirt made, bro. I keep telling you, holla at me, man. Let's collaborate on this, man.
Yeah, hey, CP, I already know the colors, man. Hey, it got to be the Knicks colors.
Of course.
And you can wear it when we win. You can wear it when we lose. That's the beautiful thing. But it's interchangeable, man.
It's highly versatile.
Hey, and I ain't want nothing from it, man. Hey, it's all on you, man. Handle that thing. Do that thing. Get them shirts out there. That's going to make me happy just to see that shirt. And when I come to New York for a game, man, I'm going to holler at y'all and let y'all know I'm in the building. I saved your number.
Of course.
When I come to New York for a game, and I'm saving it for a special one, I'm going to holler at y'all and let y'all know I'm in the building, man. But Fizz got to go, man.
Absolutely, man. Yo, Ron, email me, man. Email me. Please email me on that. I'm going to hit you up with some ideas. Definitely email me, bro.
That's fun.
All right.
All right, man.
All right, man.
All right, so you heard it here first, man. The man tees are coming.
I died, yo.
Somebody said they need to hire me in the chat for free throws. Hey, man, I'll be a free throw coach.
Oh, man.
Ninja P, call me, man. I'll be the free throw coach, man. The man T-shirts will be going on sale shortly, man.
Oh, man.
Absolutely. So to everybody in the chat, Ari sent us a super chat. He says he sent us a $5 10-cent super chat saying 5-1 in moral victories to all the snowflake Knicks fans. I couldn't read the rest.
How you super chat a troll?
Oh my God, man, that's my guy. Salute to Lucas Blythe. Lucas Blythe also sent us a super chat. He said free ISO. Free ISO, man. New York guys, salute to you. Hey, I mean, listen, to his point on the roster, I mean, the thing is with the roster, obviously we wanted it to be better than it was, but the one thing that they said from media day, which I agree with, is you control what you could control. Obviously, this is not the roster that they wanted out from the outset. We don't need to relitigate that, Jay Ellis.
Yeah,
but
man.
it is what it is. Like, you control what you could control. Obviously, there's certain guys that you want. For example, they wanted JaMychal Green. They offered him more money. He went to the Clippers for less because he has a chance to win. All right.
What else can you do?
What else can you do? That was a guy that we liked.
Mm-hmm.
You know, another power forward, obviously, but that was a guy that we liked.
Mm-hmm. Young and up and coming.
So
this is what we got. We got to roll with it, man. Like,
this is what we got. And when you have that money that you have to spend, and you go to a guy like a Taj Gibson and say, hey, we got $10 million, pal.
Yeah.
What do you want to do with it? My man's like, shit, where do I sign?
Let's go. Let's go.
Where do I sign?
And this is painful, CP, but this is the long term. This is the long term plan right now.
Yeah.
Like,
well, for these guys, it's short term, though.
Yeah, I mean, for these guys,
Yeah.
yes, it's short term. But for the Knicks and their plan to build, is going to be a long term now. Like, we're building through the draft, like everybody wanted.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, of course, we want the big name free agents as well. But if you're not getting the big name free agents, you still have to kind of stay pat.
You gotta stay pat. You gotta try to feel a competitive team out there. As I said, you control what you can control, meaning you're gonna offer some guys some, they're gonna turn it down. You're gonna offer other guys, and they're gonna take it. And you see where you let the chips fall where they may, and you see where it is. It still has to be about the young core. It has to be about RJ. It has to be about Kev. It has to be about Mitch. It has to be about Frank right now. It has to be. Is it about ISO? Time will tell. But those are the guys that it has to be about right now. You know, speaking of a young guy, somebody wants to I lost his call. Ramon from Long Island. What's good, Ramon? He wants to ask about DSJ. What's going on, bro?
Not much. What's going on, guys? How you doing?
Good, man. How you feeling, man?
I'm all right. Listen, I personally am not as pessimistic as most of these other people are right now. I mean, it's typical New York fan stuff to get, just upset after the first couple of games. And, I think that, they almost beat a team tonight that beat the Bucks just 2 days ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So as far as I'm concerned, I think that, last time we played the Boston Celtics, they were throwing in Taco Fall and just basically making a mockery of the team. You know what I'm saying? This time, they fought better. So I'm not looking at it as like such a negative thing. I think that there's some positives to take from it. But what I wanted to ask about DSJ is it seems like they're trending towards more like team ball right now. Like they're just kind of passing the ball around and trying to hit the open man. And I think that DSJ plays more of like a create your own shot kind of ball. More one-on-one by basketball. And I'm wondering if you guys think that he can, if he can flourish in this offense or if not. All we need is for one of these guys to hit in order for things to change for us. Like if DSJ, Kevin Knox, or RJ Barrett can become a superstar or an all-star, then that's one piece, and that's the piece that we can use to kind of drag another superstar to come here in free agency, maybe next year or the year after, whenever somebody becomes available. So
I hear it.
I'm just wondering, do you think DSJ has a shot in this offense?
Oh man,
go ahead, JL. You want to take that? Right now, I have no clue. I have no answer, bro, for DSJ. No clue. But go ahead. What's your take?
I don't know, man. It's just like we seem like such a small sample size.
That's it.
And it's just been, it's just been bad luck so far. Like sometimes bad luck happens and it throws you off track, and you think it could be for like a little while, and it ends up being a long while. So I don't know. Like he has a lot to work through.
Yeah.
Like he's a dribble guy and not like a swing guy.
Right.
And second, from what I've seen so far, he's so intent on proving that his jump shot is better that it's also keeping him from playing team ball.
Correct.
So I think he's I felt like he's been chucking even more than last season in the few minutes we've seen him play this time, just because he just wants to shoot that jumper that he's worked so hard on. So
correct.
I don't know, man. And plus, you don't know now that we know like what happened with his stepmother. Like you don't know if he was out of it because she was sick and then she passed. It's like, so you don't know what mental state he is in. There's a lot. There's a lot of I don't knows with DSJ, man. There's a lot.
I have no answer for you. I couldn't agree with JL more on all of it. It seems like he was mentally broken. It seems like he was physically broken. And it seemed like he was overthinking everything from his jump shot to figuring out when to get guys involved to doing him. He was all over the place. And I think mentally that he's in a bad place right now. And so I think it's going to be further compounded by the fact that you're giving Peyton minutes. Now you're giving Frank minutes. Now DSJ is going to come in. Where does he factor in? Again, this goes back to I did not want Elfrid Payton on this team to further confuse the carousel because he's not leaps and bounds better, but some nights he may not be leaps and bounds worse. You get what I'm saying, JLs? So you're going to continue to have confusion in terms of who's the best at the one right now. Now, from a fit standpoint, obviously, we're going to say who fits best with RJ right now. That's Frank, right? Yeah. But then you're giving RJ more responsibility as a ball handler. and you also give Frank more responsibility. It's all over the place, man. Honestly, I do not know. But I think when DSJ comes back, the focus should be between him and Frank. That's it. You keep Peyton on the bench as a safety blanket. Let DSJ and Frank work out their problems and try to grow it in this team. What do you say, bro?
Yeah, go with it too. I'm with it, but it's like, I don't even know. Like, you can concentrate on DSJ, but we have to see what he's looking like on the court. Like, can we give him minutes? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Like what has been happening before. Like, I'm not even sure if he should be on the court right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's how bad it's been. So I don't we might need Elford. He still might maybe just do Frank Elford at this point until DSJ can get his mental right
Facts.
and physical right.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm looking at DSJ as third.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's all over the place. But Ramon, thanks for the call, and let's see what happens. To be continued. All right, a couple more calls. We're gonna go to Yada. We're gonna go to Lou and Q. Yada from Maryland. What's going on, man? Jonathan was at the game too. I want to hear from Jonathan. But Yada, go ahead. We'll go to you, and then we'll go to Jonathan. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, yo, you can hear me?
Yep, loud and clear, man.
Yep.
All right, yo, check it out, man. This is for all the Frank haters. You know, feel me? I've been a Frank from day one. Frank fan from day one. My man got game. He just needs to learn to run north to south on every play. That's the only thing that's holding my man back. You feel me?
Yep. Agreed.
All right, and now another thing with Frank with the Knicks, I should say, is we like a football team. You can't build this team with role players. You got to start from the point guard. I'm from New York City, you feel me? We ain't have a real guard. And I ain't really going to say Marbury is the real guard because we ain't had the best of him. We ain't had China Marbury. We had like rec league Marbury. You feel? You know what I mean? We had Marbury going out every night after the game. You feel me? But we ain't really had no point guard in the city to ignite this franchise. We need to start trying to find a role player, hunker down, and find that PG who going to run this squad. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because that's going to make everybody on this team better. That's going to make Knox better. That's going to make Randall better. That's going to get the birds out of Randall's house right now. Because that's what's killing him.
Yeah.
You feel me? He
true.
ain't got nowhere to hide.
That's true. That's true, man.
He can't hide.
He's under the spotlight right now, Jay Ellis.
He's going to get blown up.
True story.
Yeah.
True story,
the
man.
Weaknesses is going to get blown up.
Appreciate it, man. Go ahead, Jay Ellis.
I mean, he's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong.
But these are the cards. These are the cards we've been dealt, though.
This is the cards.
This is the cards. Like right now, we've been trying to develop all these young guys on the squad. We got DSJ here. The thought was to develop somebody to see if it can be a competent guard. DSJ had the highest ceiling of everybody, so you just kind of have to wait and see what happens. And guess what? You know what? If it doesn't happen, we still have more draft picks coming.
That's it. Maybe it's coming. Maybe it's coming soon. Maybe he's not on the team. We'll see.
Right. Maybe it's a draft pick, or maybe we move in a draft pick for a guy that's established. Who knows? We have options.
Yes, sir. Jonathan was at the game. Jonathan, how's it going, man? How was the vibe in there, bro?
Hey, how you guys doing, man? I'm a big fan of you. You guys hear me?
You're loud and clear, man. How you doing, bro?
Yep.
Hello? Okay, how you guys doing? I'm a big fan. It's my first time calling. I'm always watching your show all the time. Huge fan. I love this stream. But I was at the game. So I live in Boston, guys. I'm from New York, from the Bronx. I live in Boston.
Okay.
Always go to the Celtics in Knicks game.
Sorry to hear that.
Usually every year I go, we always win.
Oh, okay.
Usually every year I go, we always win. I was there last year, we won. I was there the year Derrick Rose won the game.
Trey Burke, yeah.
So this year we got the game.
Yeah, the Burke game.
I was at that game. I was at that game last year. I'm like it's crazy because I'm like the good luck charm. And I'm watching the game, and the defense was playing excellent. I was loving the effort. I was loving how we was running. I was loving it, but I'm watching the game. I'm like, yo, there's like no bull. Like, there's no bull on the game. Like, there's nobody on the team that's like that pit bull that drives to the lane. Like, besides ISO, and ISO was on the bench. I'm watching the game. I'm like, we got Marcus Morris running the offense, doing all of this shit like he's Carmelo Anthony. I'm like, pass the ball, dude. I'm like, why does he got the ball in his hand so much? Mind you, I'm in a dude, I'm like you could basically say I have floor seats. I'm in the fourth row, the side where the Knicks is, and I'm like the only Knicks fan. Everybody's so mad because I'm so arrogant. I'm like, yeah, let's go. And Boston was playing so well, like they was closing out the lanes. They wasn't giving R.J. Barrett and Mitchell no time. Like they was killing. Like we couldn't throw no lobs. We couldn't Barrett couldn't really go off. He was trying to he was trying to do jump shots, and there was a lot of open men. But if you know that Ellington is not playing, and you know that Portis is getting eaten like a cupcake, we need to make rotations. Like, why are we giving these guys the minute when they're not executing? And then you got Randall bringing up the ball. Why is Randall bringing up the ball? That makes no sense. And like, you know he got no handles. Why is he bringing up the ball? Yo, this shit was driving me crazy. I'm watching it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so amped because it's like, cool, you don't understand because, when Morris hit, I'm sorry for being so amped. When Morris hit that three, he shut the crowd up. I'm like, yeah, we about to go into overtime. Nobody's saying nothing. Then you watch the play. They call a timeout. You watch the play. You see Jason Tatum calling for the ball. I'm like, where's the double team? Why is this guy covering Tatum? I was like, as soon as he shot that shot, I was so pissed. I know this is a good game, and I know there's a lot of positive out of this game, but I wanted this win. I was like, I was like, forget that. We played our ass off. We deserve this win. Like, these are wins that we are supposed to win. I know we're building. I know it's patience. But, these kids played their ass off. Like, you could see it in their face. They wanted it. And I don't understand. And I don't understand. This is the thing I don't understand, and I don't mean to cut you guys off.
Mm-hmm.
The best player that's been on our team has been Kevin Knox. Kevin Knox, period. Why are we not drawing plays for this kid, giving him the ball? He's not an ISO player. He's not going to create his own shot. But if you know he's sweet on the right side of the three, have a pick and roll that he can go around and he can just come off the shot. Like, why are we not executing?
Fair points, man. Appreciate the call, man. Listen, I like what Kevin's been giving us off the bench, J. Ellis. You could, Joe, get him back involved. You could, Frank and RJ in the past have found him sparingly, but I think overall it's just, not having that full-time playmaker, to execute, man, get him involved, get those threes going.
Yeah, and I would just like to add, they call me Tack. He just he had like a theory. He says, and I quote, I put out there that he uses the clipboard to sketch the Knicks City dancers during breaks. He ain't drawing up play.
Who is he talking about, Fizz?
Yeah.
Oh, that's messed up, man. That boy's married, man. I can't comment on that. Jonathan, appreciate the call. All right, last two calls. Let's go to Lou from Scottsdale and then Q, and then we're going to wrap up. Lou, what's going on, bro? Oh, hold on. All right, Lou.
52-year-old guy visiting in Scottsdale, and I just want to tell you I love your show.
Thanks a lot, Lou.
Thank you very much for letting me call.
Of course, man.
I'm a Fizdale hater, man. I think Fizdale just blows a whole lot of smoke, and I'm tired of it. I think he's a terrible bench coach. He reminds me of Jim Boeheim. He'll never win anything.
Unless he's got Carmelo.
and I also think that it's a shame that here's a guy that talks about going back to film all the time and watching film. How about putting these cats out to shoot foul shots? That's all you got to do. Put them out. These professional men, they got to hit foul shots. And then you see Julius Randle getting the ball in the paint. Why is he putting the ball on the floor? And basic old school basketball. You go to the paint. Your big man puts down the ball. The little guys want to steal the ball from him every single time. And then lastly, I can't believe that with like 2 seconds left to go in the game or something like that, they take out the ball full length of the court, and they don't have a designed play. They look like they were lost out there. I'm just sorry, fellas. I'm not a big Fizdale fan, and he's not convincing me. He's not convinced me. I don't like what he's doing to this kid Trier. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like what he did to Enes Kanter the last year. He was a bum, but I don't like what he did to him either.
All right, Lou, appreciate the call, man. Thanks for supporting us, man. Definitely appreciate it.
Okay, man. And keep doing a good job.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thanks,
Much
man.
appreciated. Lou from Scottsdale, Arizona.
Like
I said, man, I'm not. I get it. I get it. The Fizdale detractors. There's a lot of people that don't like Fizz, man. There's a lot of people, man. Just taking the overall tone of the fans from a social media standpoint. Yeah, man, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough.
Stuff out here for Fizz, man.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Well, one thing, man. The Mark Jackson hive got to quiet down, man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man. There's too much Mark. The Mark Jackson hive is a real thing, man. It's a real thing, bro.
He has a hive?
Yeah, there is a Mark. It might be a little hive, but there's a hive. There's a Mark Jackson hive still hovering, and I'm like, have these people not gotten the clue that Mark Jackson will never coach in the NBA ever again?
No, they have not.
And listen, I give him credit for the Golden State rise, but for whatever reason, he's never going to coach again. And maybe for the Knicks, that's a good thing. You know what I mean?
I'm just keep pointing out for people who say they want good offense. Mark Jackson
was not it.
Was not a good offensive coach. He was a good defensive coach, but his offensive philosophy was not.
That's right.
It's not good at all. So y'all would have more of the same. Don't just look for the name.
That's right. That's right. Other people mentioned Becky Hammon. Listen, man. Of course, Becky Hammon. She's a fan favorite, especially in the New York area, because she played for the Liberty. And that's when I first, came to know her. Happy for her accolade so far. Assistant coach, first assistant on the San Antonio. I think she's first in line for that job, and I would never want to hear, because this is not the place for a first year woman in their first job, man. I wouldn't want to do it to her, bro. I wouldn't want to do it to her, bro.
You think the fan base is
not? It's just I wouldn't want to see. I wouldn't want to see her fall in this type of atmosphere, man. This is just a strange thing, bro. It's just, and it's not that's not being sexist or anything. If she could do the job, this is just a weird place for any coach. Period, male or female, bro. Kenny Smith, King Katona said Kenny Smith. I think Kenny might be able to do it.
In general, for me, I'm weary of coaches who haven't coached before and who haven't had any experience coaching anywhere.
Yeah.
So, to be honest, I respect what Kenny Smith does as an analyst on TNT, but I feel like it's different when you're managing a locker room and personalities and telling people what to do. And so I wouldn't want him to have his first job off the bat being a head coach. He would have to do something like Becky Hammon did, be an assistant.
Right.
Really, even though I respect your mind. So
yeah. Well, hey, what about Steve Kerr? Well, the Steve Kerr thing's funny because I always feel like he just fell into a ready-made situation. He did fall into fucking, excuse my French, but he did fall into the lottery basically. But hey, he took him over the hump too. So I guess you got to give credit where credit is due there as well.
I mean, I guess that's something I wouldn't be opposed to.
Yeah.
Why you got me out here talking about next coaches?
Yeah. See, that was Lou. That was all Lou's fault, man.
You tricked me.
Lou took us down the rabbit hole, man. I'm not talking about coaches, man. All right. Q from Brooklyn, last call tonight. Q, you're the closer, man. Well said, bro.
Yo, what's good, fellas, man?
What's good, Q?
What's good?
Just take us off the speakerphone. Remember, no speakerphone.
Oh, my bad. Let me get you out the pain.
Mm-hmm. JL, just slide to your left.
What's good, fellas?
Good, man. How you feeling, bro?
Man, I'm doing good. You know what I mean? Just was checking out the Dallas game, and LeBron looked like he went vintage on it. That was pretty.
Oh,
fun.
what happened? Did he lead him on a comeback? I completely missed everything that happened in that game.
Well, I couldn't completely focus because I kept seeing KP try to do something and Anthony Davis making them look bad. So
yes,
we already knew that was going to happen.
I'm out of this game, man. Yeah. So I'm gonna be at the game on next Friday at the Maverick game with the Knicks. So I'm gonna see all I gotta see about the Mavericks then, and I'll give y'all the 411 on it.
Yeah, man. Call in first.
But now this game is I think everybody's right. From Ron Cleveland to Ari to even my man that just finished the call. Everybody's right. All these concerns are valid, and we just need to understand 6 games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, how many games we got in the season? 82?
82,
usually
man.
we're out of it by the All-Star game, so we got about a good 36 games to go before we start panicking and know that it's truly over.
Yeah.
So I'm not too mad about this game. I think they play good. The only thing I say, while I'm saying everybody's right, is because, you know, Fizz, I just don't see the energy, the defense. You know, Kemba was just like, okay, who am I going to switch on? Oh, these idiots, they won't even go over or under the screen, so let me go ahead and just pick apart every switch that I get. Randall, Portis, what is it? Have you lost your mind? I don't want Kemba to take me out of my sneakers. you know, I'm going to tell Frank, move up and, you know, come across or do something like that. It's just somebody has to have a mindset where they say, this guy is Kemba Walker. Enough. He will eat us for lunch. The only guy that has done something is Frank. So we all know all these problems are the same problems that we've had for years. Our expectations every year is like, yeah, we're going to make the playoffs. We know we're not going to make it because, let's be honest, Fizz is not the answer. Every team that's in the playoffs has a stud point guard or at least an all-star player. We don't have that yet. So we're not going to do what we need. We just want to see a Knicks team that's going to play hard and a competent coach.
Yeah.
That's all everybody wants to see. You know what I mean? So think of the guys that were successful in New York. You know, Eli Manning. You know, Joe Torre as a coach. You know, Bill Parcells. We need those type of guys, those type of players, you know, that's going to embody New York, that's going to take the weight of New York. You know, I agree with you, CP, when it comes to Becky Hammond. That's 8 million people on your shoulders.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that experiment. I wouldn't want New York to be her first experiment. Yeah. Nah.
I wouldn't mind. I'm not opposed to that. I mean, granted, it's like, but Budenholzer was on the pop, right? And Budenholzer comes out to be a great coach. So anybody on the pop, I'm willing to give a shot, pretty much. Like,
but it's different.
I'm willing to give it.
It's different, and appreciate the call, Q. It's different when you're an assistant coach to when you're being a head coach, though, man. Like, she hasn't yet commanded a locker room, commanded egos, $1 million male athletes. You just don't know how that's gonna work, man. And all it takes is one bad apple in the locker room, bro. The whole thing go haywire. I wouldn't want to experiment as with her as the first one. Like we need a solid foundation first. You know what I mean? Let's win the ring. Let's win a championship first.
You know what it is. I understand like the newness of it, but I feel more comfortable with her than Kenny Smith right now, knowing that she's actually been under a regime and studying on how to do certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like at least she's been under a coach.
Sam Cassell, I would entertain Sam. I would entertain Sam Cassell.
Mm-hmm.
He has a lot of experience. He's a solid point guard. He was a solid point guard. The point guards typically have the most. Oh, JL just went dark on us.
Yeah, man. Hold on.
The point guards typically have success as a head coach. I would definitely think about Sam Cassell. Definitely think about Sam Cassell.
Keep an eye on Mike Miller.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the setup. I hope that wasn't a setup.
Yeah.
We needed a Jeff Van Gundy, though. That's where I wanted to start. I'm not bailing on Fizz, but JVG was my guy, was my pick. And that's it. Go ahead, bro. What happened, man?
Yo, I'm working on it.
Con Edison, turn your lights out, bro. What happened, bro?
Yeah, man. I'm sure it's $20. Can I borrow that?
Yeah, let's sign out, man. On that note, wow, your lights are gone?
Oh no, just my light was hit up to my laptop.
Okay.
So it'll be back on in like a few seconds.
All right, no doubt, man. Oh, there we go. All right, man. Right on time, man. Go ahead and sign out, bro.
All right, man. So, shout out to all the KOT fans, man. Nigga Tom show. Been having a lot of like computer problems this week, so there was no episode on YouTube. But you can check it out on SoundCloud if need be. Hopefully, we'll have it up by Saturday or Sunday. So definitely check out SoundCloud. Listen to the latest episode of the Nick of Time Show. Also, if you didn't know, we got merch. Ninja P merch. We definitely got Ninja P merch if you want that. I know Coach was asking about RJ merch. We got 2 RJ merch shirts. Got that. I got one on right now. Check that out.
All right. Yeah, made with Mama joints. Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody said Charles Smith or Coach. Hell no. No chance.
So definitely got that. We got the mid shirt here, but we got the updated number as well. So if you want to get any of that stuff, head to my store at thenickoftimeshow.com/catalog. I will put the link in the chat. And yeah, also follow me on the blog at the Nick of Time Show and read some of these cool writers we got going on. That is all. Back to you, CP.
Appreciate it, man, and welcome back, my dude. Salute to everybody that joined us, man. We had almost 1,000 people watching us on YouTube alone. Salute to everybody who watched on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. Much appreciated, man. As usual, this show is available in audio podcast format. iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, Amazon Alexa, all under KnicksFanTV. The links are directly below in the video description. TM the mods if you can post the links to the audio podcast as well. If you guys use iTunes, please leave us a review on iTunes. It goes a long way. Like I said, there's many ways that you can support us. Doing that is one of them. Another way, hit that thumbs up button before you leave. Subscribe to the channel and the notification bell. I'm on a mission to 20,000 subscribers. Let's get to 20K before the All-Star, before Christmas. Let's get to 20K before Christmas. How do we do that? Share these videos. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up. It all goes a long way in supporting the show, and we greatly appreciate it. You also saw people leave super chats. PayPal, the support goes a long way. We are building this thing from the ground up, grassroots level. Whatever you guys don't like about your local sports channel, we are going to bring that and we're going to build that brick by brick with your support. This is going to be a true for the fans, by the fans experience, and we're going to build this thing brick by brick, man. Coaches Carter, appreciate the support, man. You're in here every night. LG, appreciate the subscribe. LG. NYK Gunner, appreciate it. Jack Peters, appreciate it. Scott Lyons, Carlos from Australia, thank you, bro. JL, so you want to shout out?
Oh, Pocket Rockets, Enzo954, Brian Flood, they call me Tack. Boo from LI, I see you over here, always supporting every week. Above the rim. Who else? Regulars be taking over the chat. It would be off him.
Yeah, the OGs,
people,
man.
All my regulars be taking over the chat.
Day one's always in here. Roman here, Dr. Carpy, appreciate it, man. Everybody, man, thanks a lot. And yeah, man, we will check you guys out Sunday. Knicks versus Kings. Swipe of the Fox in the building. Let's get a W, JLs. Can we get a W, man?
Please, let's do that.
Shells, Ari, have a good weekend.